So, the Puma 175 tractor. I think this is the equivalent of a New Holland T7 210. I think it's all pretty very, very similar. I even believe the cab is the actual same. I believe, I could be mistaken. I think there are a few small differences here on the back. This definitely looks a little bit different there. But very, yeah, nice tractor. And what's quite surprising is the fact the comments we had on social media, the fact that the red tractors arrived here at GCS were like, oh, you know, great, you know, they like the idea of having red, but again, it's very, very similar to the blue. So not quite sure how that pans out, but we will find out. Getting in the cab, well, they do smell, aren't they nice when they smell new, is again very, very similar to the New Holland. I think the actual cab frame itself is the same as the New Holland. That bit there I think is the same. I think this is probably the important bit that's different. One thing I do like in this tractor, in fact they've got USB ports there now. Everybody now needs USB ports for their phones. So what a fantastic addition. Which our New Hollands have got them up there on the radio there. So little thing, I know. Very nice tractor. Basically you drive it on that lever. Electric spool valves there. Display there showing you what you've got in operation. But very, very nice tractor. Very, very, so far, you know, very pleased with it. The one thing I would criticise is the lack of storage space. I think when you go out on the tractor, if you're going out for long days and everything else, long nights, long days, you need to take your food, your drinks, all the rest of it there. And there just doesn't seem, I know it's got a big storage space here behind me, but there's no real space behind the seat and on the floor at the front. So I think the one thing that lets these tractors down is the lack of space, the lack of storage space for the driver. I don't know, maybe that's just my own opinion. What do you guys think? You know, the people that drive Case, drive New Hollands, or any brands, do you have enough storage space in the cab for your drinks? And let's face it, nowadays, you know, you sit in these things sometimes for 16, 18 hours of a day. You need to take a fair amount of drink and that with you. So the other thing I would probably would be my criticism. Other than that, it all seems very well laid out, and I think they'll make good additional hire tractors to our fleet. So yeah, so far so good. Didn't take someone long, did it, before he wanted to go and play with a Case tractor? Bless him. No pressure. It's easy when it's on a block though, isn't it? Mind the paint. Down a bit. Back a bit. Back a bit. Right up. It's a good job I'm here to help you, isn't it? They came back in yesterday. I think Lee is already there on the wash bay, ready. Daniel's now So what are people's thoughts on these red tractors then? Let us know what you think. I don't know whether they're actually going to be much different to blue ones. I know this one's made in Austria, whereas a lot of the blue ones are assembled in Basildon. These on the wash pad already. This is the go. Bear in mind it's about 4:45. This trailer is going to be delivered this afternoon. So it's all systems go here. Right, well it's whatever time of day it is now. I lose track of the days and time now. Anyway, good trip out. Can't see a difference to a New Holland really. Good tractor got here. Yeah, good tractor. So we just delivered this 18-ton grain trailer here. Strange weather actually tonight. I've come through some very, very heavy rain. I've seen combines working in the rain. I've come through, and then 3 miles down the road it's bone dry. So very mixed bag of weather. Very strange. Now it's going to rain here. So anyway, I'll head home. Oh, another boring video of a trailer on the move. All drawn by painting. That looks smart. Trailer's getting all sorted. We're on it. We really are. Not many left to go and play with. How we doing? High-vis jacket time. We are at TC Harrison's in Lincoln. Come back for a few bits, and I believe that's one of our machines in the workshop, which they are doing some warranty work on. Been very helpful with that actually, massively helpful. The machine is working a long way away from here, and in order to get it right, they've decided to bring the machine back here to go through the workshops, and then they actually been brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So we're going to look at that in a minute. Out here in the yard is a sea of yellow. If you like yellow things, there's an awful lot of yellow things here, that's for sure. Nice JCB over there. Micro diggers. I could spend hours looking at all this stuff. You think after being in the industry for nearly 40 years, I'd have enough looking at it all, wouldn't you really? But it's all here. 3CX backhoe there. There's a nice good tire on the front of that. Tidy. Yeah, job's good. In the workshops here at TC Harrison, my machine's in here being worked on. They just told me they've been fantastic attention to detail. They've been through checking it all. Brilliant. So anyway, here's my machine. We have a 53695 JCB. It's 10 months old and done 2,000 something hours. So it had a few remedial jobs to do under warranty. So while it's here, we've had a full service done on it. And we get JCB to do it, so it maintains the warranty. I think it's had all sorts of bits, but I think they're doing a proper job with it, I tell you. Proper job in here. It's good to see the attention to detail, so 10 out of 10 to TC Harrison for all the good work they're doing there with it. And their workshop's full of lots of new machines, all being PDI'd. This one's a bit of a beast, a 540-180. So that's, I know when 17 metres used to be a big machine, it's only an 18 metre machine, but this one here is being PDI'd, and I think there's also various other machines there all being done as well. So this is a very, very busy workshop, and yeah, fair play to them. Fair play. That is a beast of a machine, a construction spec machine. First glance for a construction spec machine, if you look at the top of the cab there, then you look at the cab on this one, you see they have the extended air filter things on there. So very first glance at a distance, you can always see the agri machines opposed to construction machines. So just a little bit of boring information there. Nice 14 metre machine there, also being PDI'd. So it's good to see the level of detail they go to and get these machines ready. So proper job. On travel today, I've come to this firm called Rosendale in Lincoln. And they do all these safety chains and things. They make up what we want, and just had these made. Oh, there's my arm. For our sheet lifting gantry. They made these chains up for us with a shortener at the end for lifting the sheets on the Richard Weston trailers. So, cracking good people. They make all these sorts of big lifting appliances and cranes and all the rest of it. And my order was only really quite silly, really. They've made up just what we want, and all tested as well. Made up just what we want, absolutely perfect. So big shout out to Rosendale's and Lincoln. Done a good job. If you need any lifting appliance, need any lifting equipment, just the people. Right. A question for people watching my video. Okay. I've just been talking to somebody who I know quite well. And they've got a nice little business, and they've got a delivery driver who goes around delivering bits and pieces with a transit van. And the driver has gone off with stress because he was asked on a quiet afternoon just to grab a paintbrush and do some painting. And the driver felt that was very inappropriate. Am I completely out of touch with society today? Because if I was driving a van and had an easy afternoon and just doing a painting, I'd probably be quite pleased. It'd probably be quite nice little break, and it would change the scenery. But was my friend wrong for asking the driver to do something? I know people say, well, it depends what's in their contract of employment and all the rest of it, but I don't know. I just find that if I work for someone, I'd be quite happy if it meant washing my van, or it meant do some painting for half a day or whatever. I'd probably quite be happy to do it, you know. But I just now wonder whether I'm out of touch with how these things are. So I'm not a witch hunt. I'm just curious to say what people's thoughts are. So let us know what you think. Now, if you're a boss where you worked, if you were that. And this, by the way, this person, just out of curiosity, has been off now for nearly 4 weeks with stress. Just if you're in employment and you was asked to do something just a little bit different for half a day, just to make up some time or whatever, is that something that you'd kind of embrace, or is that something nowadays that people would frown upon? I'm just curious, because if I am behind the times, then I need to amend and move forward. But I've always had this kind of can-do approach where, yeah, let's get whatever it means to get the job done, just get the job done. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe things have moved on and Michael is living in the past. So just let me know your thoughts, and yeah, let me know what you think. So, right, I've got to go back to the yard now, and then my next stop is Norfolk somewhere. So, we're not short of things to do. The next stop is Norfolk, with this very nice shiny Bowser that Michelle's done. She's here now with some tyre black and some, just giving it a final polish.
Don't get me in it, I'm so scruffy today.
Sorry?
I said I'm so scruffy today.
You're scruffy today?
Yeah.
Michelle's been painting and rubbing down, haven't you?
Yeah, so I'm really scruffy.
So, there we go, another Bowser done. That one there's got to go to Norfolk as well. It's quite good. The blue actually matches the blue on the lid, so we just got to stick that one up, I think, and my final check over when that one's done as well. Whew. Never ending. Because we've kind of shot 2 videos in one day, actually I'm going to make a little point about my videos actually. It's amazing, the video with me going to the hospital and having my shoulder looked at, because it hurts a lot, by the way. I can't lift my arm, but anyway, that's another story. The video of me being poorly has done really well. So, do people want to, is that what people want to see? Me pain and struggling and suffering? The video did really well, so let us know in the boxes below if you'd rather see more videos of things like that. So,
it can be arranged.
Yeah, I've got the whole feeling it can be arranged. So anyway, I'm off to Norfolk. Michelle's going in a paint shop. Michelle's going to get the video done early today. So, thanks for watching. And all the new subscribers. It's amazing. I've had loads of new subscribers because I went to the hospital. Maybe I should go there. Anyway, there you go. There's another story. Right, thanks for watching. Please click and subscribe, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you very much.
Bye. Bye. Can hear something coming. Just videoing on the off chance it might be something interesting. Oh, yeah. Daniel's been testing out the case. Batwing's available for hire if anyone wants that.
Right. Another fuel bowser delivered. We're in Fakenham in Norfolk this time. Very nice part of the country. And some cracking big military aircraft, military transport planes flying around. I could almost come and sit here and watch them. Awesome. So anyway, lovely people on site, proper nice people on site. I'll say we do meet some cracking people doing this job. And we come down to Norfolk quite a bit, really. We're tractor traders, we sell quite a lot of machinery down into Norfolk. So it's quite nice countryside. So right, just nip home now. How many miles home? Oh. Helps when you can't, if I can move my arm better. I'm having to like seriously struggle to move my arm. Anyway, how are we all feeling today? I'm going to say I'm probably 75%. 83 miles to go home. I'm just going to say I'm 75%. I think, how are you feeling? Let us know in the box below. Anybody out there having a tough time? Want to rant at someone? Give me a call. Be my guest. Come and give us a shout. So, right, homeward bound.